Yo, what's up guys? Before I get into the video today, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We are pretty much 50 subs away from 7K, and I would love to hit that pretty much today or tomorrow. You know, I thank you guys every day for all the love on the channel recently, and just always watching my videos and commenting and leaving questions and just supporting me. So thank you guys. I can't wait to hit 7K and hopefully 10K, and hopefully we just continue to grow this channel. But yeah, today's video is going to be kind of different. You know, a bunch of old news and rumors came out from like 2010. You know, in 2010, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, they were all free agents. And of course, the Bulls had something, you know, we had a young MVP pretty much in Derrick Rose. We had a good roster, we had a lot of cap space, and a great opportunity to sign these three. And while many reports said, you know, they considered the Bulls in 2010 to join us and build a super team, even though I do think they made a big mistake, you know, going to Miami. I feel like in, you know, Chicago, we could have won many championships with this team. With a lineup of Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Joakim Noah, I don't think any team in the league would have been even close to us. We have offense, defense, superstars. I felt like we honestly could have been one of the best teams of all time if they came to Chicago. But of course, that didn't happen. And there's been a lot of rumors about that, and I heard there's going to be a documentary about this, I believe, so that would be cool to watch. Even though, you know, like I said, I know a lot of people on this channel aren't going to like this video. You know, I don't like LeBron James. Let's be honest, we hate LeBron James. I respect LeBron as a basketball player. He's a great guy, I'm sure. You know, he's a hell of a player, but I hate that, of course, he didn't come to us, and every time we went in the NBA playoffs, LeBron pretty much beat us. We couldn't get past him ever. And then, of course, Derrick Rose got injured, and that didn't help. But yeah, like I said, you know, just LeBron, he's been a big problem for us for, you know, ever, let's be honest. And then people comparing him to Michael Jordan, that's just even more annoying, and a different topic to talk about a different day. The whole situation, it just sucks, let's be honest. Even though in 2010, you know, I'm sure most of us Bulls fans don't like LeBron, like I said, but you got to respect him. He's a great player, and if he came to Chicago, we would all love him. You know, I don't think we would be comparing him to Michael, but who knows? I don't believe he's close to Michael, but I do know some people think he's better than Michael, but I just think that's crazy talk. And speaking of back in 2010, there's like three main issues why, you know, the big three of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh didn't choose us. And the number one reason, I don't really believe this, is Derrick Rose's lack of like participation in recruiting. You know, I really don't believe that, because in any interview I saw, Derrick Rose would love to play with, you know, great talent. I'm sure all Derrick cared about was winning a championship, but I'm sure in the back of his mind, he didn't want to become like a fourth option. I mean, this was the year he won MVP, so like, I don't know, man. It could have been a mess, or it could have been something crazy. I don't really believe that, but at the same time, I do believe in the back of Derrick's, you know, head. He thought he could have just won it by himself, and honestly, if Rose stayed healthy and we kept adding more talent around him, I believe we could have won 1 or 2 championships. There was also some more rumors about like Joakim Noah. He was like the number one guy in like recruiting LeBron and all these players to come join us in 2010. And there's been a lot of rumors about like, I guess Joakim Noah like tried calling him, and LeBron didn't answer it. He didn't respond. And that's just another reason why Bulls fans probably won't like LeBron. You know, Joakim Noah tried recruiting him, and he just didn't even try or didn't even respond. So it kind of makes sense why Joakim Noah hated LeBron after this. He always talked trash about Cleveland. That one line that Joakim Noah said is still so funny. Like who wants to go to vacation in Cleveland? Like, that shit's just funny. I love Joakim Noah as a player. You know, he recently got signed to the Clippers, and I'm happy for him. I hope he goes out there and wins a championship. I want Joakim Noah to win that ring before he retires. Good for him. I feel like he'll be a dog on the Clippers as well. He just fits that team perfectly. And to continue to talk about 2010, you know, it just keeps getting worse and worse for us. You know, like I said, the Bulls pursued Chris Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. And at one point, they thought they at least had one of them. And the other day, Chris Bosh was talking to like news reporters and all that. And one of the Bulls reporters were talking to Bosh, and he was like, of course, talking to the organization and players. And Chris Bosh pretty much told him he was coming to the Bulls straight up. Chris Bosh and the Bulls were supposed to be together. at least in Chicago's mind. And then as that week played out, LeBron got into his head and I guess brought him to Miami, because at one point the Bulls knew they didn't get Wade and LeBron, so they at least tried to get one in Bosh, and Bosh pretty much said that he was going to Chicago, and the Bulls felt that as well, but I guess Chris Bosh changed his mind last minute like DeAndre Jordan did a few years back. I don't really know about that, but that's just an interesting topic to talk about. But yeah, I just want to hear what you guys have to say about this whole situation with all this new news and rumors coming out. I mean, the Bulls almost could have had these three. We could have built a great team. Who knows? And then we could have signed Chris Bosh. I mean, many players and people in the organization were like pretty confident Bosh was coming to us, and then it broke out or something. So who knows, man? I love the Bulls, but there's always something with our front office, and there's always a bunch of big what ifs. What if this happened? What if that? So I'm happy we finally blew up our front office and we're changing everything. I can't wait to see what Arturas does next, and of course, who he's going to hire as head coach or keep Jim Boylen. I mean, I hope not, but you never know. And the final topic in today's video is about Nikola Mirotic. Of course, he played for the Bulls a few seasons back. I love Nico. He was a great player. He was a great player for us, and in March, wow, Nico went crazy in March. Let's just say that. Nico was a different person in March. He went nuts in March, even though he did. He won us like a few games in March and of course made our, draft pick worse. But, it's still cool to see Nico. He went overseas, of course. He last played with the Pelicans. And it's pretty cool. Of course he went home. So good for him. He got paid. He's, closer to his family and all that. And he's still playing basketball. So good for Nico. But even on top of that, even more positive news. The other day he won MVP for the EuroLeague. And he pretty much averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and pretty much 1 steal, and pretty much 27 minutes of playing time. And he became one of the only overseas players to win the MVP multiple times. And of course, his first MVP came with Real Madrid in 2013 before he joined the Chicago Bulls. Mirotic was a good player for us. He was a great 3-point shooter. He got really hot real quick. He was a microwave machine. I love Nico. I hope he comes back to the NBA, but I doubt that. I feel like he likes overseas more. He of course is more of a number 1, number 2 option overseas, so I don't blame him for balling out over there, getting paid, and spending time with his family, of course. But yeah, this is kind of a different news video. I hope you guys still enjoyed this. Make sure you leave some comments and questions below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to hit 7K today. Thank you guys for all the love and support on the channel recently. Have a good one.